Hi there. So today's lesson is going to be about how to understand the colors and how to mix the colors. I will also teach you how to understand the color terminology, because it is very important that you do understand this language, because when someone's trying to explain it to you, you need to follow it. You need to be able to understand that. So it's all going to be all about the color wheel and mixing colors and terminology. Enjoy!
So hello, here are the three colors we will work with, and of course black and white. So they are primary blue, primary yellow and primary red. Now here is a color wheel that I have created for my students. It is simple and easy to understand. A very good way to start your color journey. I would strongly recommend for all of you to take your time and create your own. It will teach you a lot. And the more knowledge and mastery of color you have, the more it will free you to express yourself in any direction you choose, and it will save you a lot of money. So let's break it apart together. On the first slide, I have separated two circles. Both consist of 12 colors, so follow the titles with me. So we have three primary, red, blue and yellow, which you will have to go and buy. We have three secondary, green, which is created by mixing equal proportions of blue and yellow. We have orange, which is created by mixing equal proportions of red and yellow. And we have violet, which is created by mixing equal proportions of red and blue. And then we have six tertiary colors, which are created by mixing equal proportions of primary and secondary colors. There are the colors with the two names, yellow, green, blue, violet, red, violet, yellow, orange, and red, orange. These 12 colors are the strongest, brightest colors on the color wheel. In other words, they have the strongest chroma. The circle just above the titles have exactly same colors, but it is painted thinner, so the light can penetrate through them to the canvas. When we do that, we can see better what is the color made of, and we call it undertone of the color. We can also see that each color is either transparent or semi-transparent. Now on this slide, I have added another circle on which each of the color is split into two sections. The dark is the color mixed with black, and the lighter one is the color mixed with white. By adding black or white to the color, we make a shade or tint of the given color. We can also see they become more opaque, and opaque colors have a very good covering power. On next slide, I divided color wheel in half, and we are looking at the cooler colors. Cooler colors in our painting will have tendency to recede. On the other slide, I have divided the color wheel in half, and we are looking at the warmer colors. And warmer colors in our painting will have tendency to come forward. Next slide is showing two colors, orange and blue. These two colors complement each other. They are called complementary. Any two colors opposite of each other will be complementary, such as yellow and violet or red and green and so on. They work very well together as long as one dominates the other. If we look at the orange from the outer edge, you can see orange with white, orange with black. Under it, it's an undertone of the pure orange. Then we have the pure orange, and below the pure orange, you see duller versions of the orange, semi-neutral colors. which are created by mixing a bit of opposite blue into the orange. Each time you add a bit more blue, the color is duller and darker. You can do that with each pure color and you will create very interesting semi-neutral color palette. This slide is showing you 3 colors adjacent to each other. It could be any 3 colors adjacent to each other. We call this color combination analogous, monochromatic, very easy to work with. And the last color combination is called triadic, and they are any 3 colors located equidistant from each other on the color wheel. So let's go through the terms again. Hue is the original color, primary, secondary and tertiary colors. It is the first circle on the color wheel. Tint is any color that is mixed with white, creating a lighter value of a color. Shade is any color that's mixed with black or with opposite complementary color, creating darker value of a color. Value and tone, it's a relative lightness or darkness of the color. Chroma or intensity is a relative brightness or dullness of the color, or in other words, the quality of a color's purity, intensity or saturation. Now, watch me mixing the tint and shade of the red hue. And then watch me mixing the gray scale of red. And then lastly, I will be mixing red to become semi-neutral with the green, with the complementary color green. So I've prepared my palette with primary red, white and black. So firstly I will be making a tint by adding a bit of white and each time a little bit more white. So I'm creating lighter and lighter tint of red. I'm going to make 6 variations from darker, pure red to the lightest tint of the red. You could make hundreds of these. You can continue and continue until it becomes white. So the second line is going to be a shade of the red. So I'm going to take a red and each time I'm going to add a little bit of black, making darker and darker shade. I'm going to create a same amount, 6 variations of shade. And on the third line, I'm going to take a red and I'm going to create a gray scale of red by adding gray to the red. So watch me and watch the color, how it changes compared to the tint and shade when you're adding a gray to the original color. And the last one, I will be creating a semi-neutral color by adding an opposite color to the red, which is green. So I will take a green and a red and slowly add a little bit of green each time, a little bit more to the red. And you can see how many variations of red can be created and how interesting this mixing can be. So there is no need for you to buy heaps of colors and pay a lot of money for something that you can actually do yourself. And in the next video, I will show you how to put all this into practice by mixing exactly the colors we need for the specific painting. Thank you.